Hi everyone, Gary here from Echidna Sewing, and today I'm super excited to show you the new Brother CX1e Embroidery-Only machine. So why am I so excited by this new embroidery-only machine? Well, for me, it's like the missing link because it's giving us a really competitively priced big hoop machine. Now, I mean big hoop. This guy has the 360 by 240 hoop size. Now, comparing that to what we all knew as the biggest hoop for quite some time, and this will really show you what I mean. There's a 300 by 200 hoop. There's the 360 by 240, so it's a big hoop, and we're all chasing big hoops these days. Everyone has hoop envy. This hoop also, as you may recall if you've been a Brother fan for years, is the largest hoop on the VE2300. So this machine sits above the VE2300, but it sits below the Celeste. So the Celeste is kind of right in that middle ground, and if you're a keen embroiderer looking for that bigger hoop, whisper quiet machine, and this is definitely one to take a look at. So let's just run through a quick list of the benefits here. First of all, as I mentioned, big hoop. So, and if we put that into the old scale inches, it's 9.5 by 14 inches, and that does give you a great expansive embroidery area. The other thing about all the Brother models in this V series or the Dream series, whatever you want to call it, is they're so quiet. They're such a beautiful machine to stitch on, and if you're a keen embroiderer and you like embroidering into the wee hours of the morning, these are the machines that won't wake the household up. So the way they perform and the beautiful quiet nature of them, they're perfect for home embroiderers. So quiet, big hoop. It's also a Wi-Fi machine, so you can connect directly with your Wi-Fi using the Artspira app and a number of other Brother apps that are available to make your embroidery process and experience a lot more enjoyable. So Wi-Fi is a big tick for me, but hey, if you're old school and you like using the old USB sticks, that's fine too, because you can just plug your USB in directly to the machine on the side here and load your designs very easily. And a thing to remember too on the Brother machines is you don't need to format the USBs with any special formatting options. You just simply drop your Brother PES files or DST files directly onto the USB stick, plug it in, and big thing, you can use 32, 64 gig sticks, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have an old small size stick, USB stick, to actually use the USB function, which is great. A few other features that have been added to this model, the matrix feature, which is, and you'll see videos on our website for this, but it gives you automatic repeat functions if you're doing lots of badges and that type of thing. Another great feature, the no-sew functions. So if you've got a design that you want to skip a couple of color changes or something and not stitch those parts out, you can actually apply no-sew settings to whatever object within the design you want. So that's a great feature. Another great feature, and this comes from the My Design Center on the Celeste and the Dream machines and the Luminaires, is the auto stippling, auto echo quilting, and auto quilt backgrounds. I'm going to quickly show you that in a moment. In fact, we'll do that right now. Let's have a look at this screen, because this is one of the other big advantages over the previous, the smaller models, the VE series, is you've got a huge screen size on this guy, which in fact is, I've got it written down here somewhere, the screen size is a 10-inch LCD high definition screen. So when we tap that screen, you'll see it's big and bold, and you've got nice big images to look at. And there's a lot of built-in designs and built-in monograms. In fact, in total, including all the monogram fonts, etc., there's about 520 odd designs built into the machine, including the monograms and fonts. So let's have a look at how easy it is to actually load a design. Now I'm going to take a simple design that's built into the screen. We'll take that one right there. It's really nice when you can see the images nice and big on screen, and they're very vibrant in color, so you get a really good idea of what you're about to stitch. And of course they're 3D rendered too, so they actually look quite lifelike. So with this design here, I've chosen it. It tells me right up here it's got 25,000 stitches. It's going to take 47 minutes to stitch out, and gives you all the different colors that you need down here. And if I click the set button now, Takes me through to the edit screen, and at this point I can resize the design if I want. And here's a good thing, if you're resizing a design to make that a little bit bigger or smaller, if I click this button here, it will actually resize the design and recalculate all the stitch data. And so that means that you're going to get good stitch outs even if you do make pretty significant size changes on the design. I don't need to resize this one, so I'll just go back to that screen. I can go in and change my color palettes. I've got color shuffling, that's a great feature too. And again, we've got videos that show you what these all do, but color shuffling just lets you be very creative with your color palettes and you don't have to think about it too hard. I'm terrible with colors myself, so I find color shuffling is a really, really cool feature. Let's just get back out of there again, go back to our edit screen. Now, what I wanted to show you right now is this amazing feature called the auto stippling and auto echo quilting and auto quilt backgrounds, because to have it in this machine at the price this machine is fantastic. I've got my design there. I'm just going to go to embroidery. No, I'm not going to go to embroidery mode. I'm going to go to this button right here, which allows me to access my auto quilting and auto stippling functions. And right now you can see across the top here, I've got a stipple button, I've got echo quilting, and I've got quilt background stitches. I'm going to leave it on stippling at the moment. I'm going to tell it that I want to stitch this in the 240 by 240 hoop, so it shows me the size of the hoop on screen there. And I want to make sure that my stippling is not too close to the edge of the design that I want to stipple around. So I'm just going to create a bit of a distance from the edge. I usually go to about 2 millimeters. Fine, that's a nice size. Or even 1.5 will do for now. And I can also adjust the density of my stippling. I'm going to leave it at 5. And if I hit the preview button, voila, we've now created a stippled, a beautiful design with a stippling around it, and you can make a lovely cushion or a quilt block out of that. And once you've done that, just click OK, and I can now go straight to embroidery mode and stitch that out. It's done automatically. You know what, maybe I don't want stippling, maybe I want to have a specialized quilt background, so I might just delete my stipple block there, and okay, we'll go back and do it again. So we'll choose that design and we'll go set and edit. And this time we'll go into this function right here. Now this is incredible. When this function came out on the Dream Machine way back in 2014, it was game changing, and it still is, and very few machines have the ability to do this. So it is included on the Celeste model. So now that I've selected that, you'll see another option comes up here, and if I hit select button there, it will now list 30 programmed quilt patterns, if you like, quilt background patterns. And they are scalable as well, so you can scale the actual size of the motif within the pattern. So let's just pick something. Maybe I want that basket weave option there, and click OK. And I'm going to go back to my 240 by 240 hoop, and you can see it's automatically placed the quilt background behind the design that we have on screen. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of a distance around the edge there again, because I do like to do that. It just means that the quilt background doesn't touch the design itself, and that's fine. And let's just now preview that. So we've now created that really cool looking basket weave quilt background behind a design. And you can do that with any design built in, or any design you bring in from your stash. And chances are, if you're looking at a machine like this, you probably have thousands, some people have hundreds of thousands of designs. So anything you bring into the machine can be used in conjunction with the auto quilting backgrounds. And again, as I said, there's 30 different backgrounds in there. So if we scroll down, you'll see it's quite a diverse section. Choose a different one. Let's just see what that looks like. Click OK, preview, and there you go. You've got a completely different look. So that's a wonderful feature, the stippling and quilt backgrounds. Or maybe you would just like some echo quilting around that design. And to do that, we just choose this guy here, and we'll go back and when it programs that, there we go. We've got it all set. We're still on the 240 by 240 hoop. And we've got this amazing echo quilting function, and you can space the distance between the echo quilting itself. So I love those features, and they're so creative, and you can use them with any designs. which is wonderful. So I'm back on the home screen now, and another really nice feature is the 2-point positioning function. Again, we'll have videos on all those functions, but it allows you to get perfect design placement. Whether you're lining up the bottom of a design or the center of a design and get the right angle, you just simply don't have to hoop perfectly square on this machine. Super easy to use, and one of my favorite features. Of course, it's a Brother, so the threading system on this is brilliant. The auto threading on the Brother machines, this is the push button electronic auto threading. It's been around forever, super reliable. You just never need to thread a needle eye again. It's just an incredible threading system on this machine. It has auto tension as well, so it calculates the tension for depending on the thickness and the style of stitching you're doing, so that makes your life a whole lot easier. And you know what, that's pretty much the main features of this machine. This video is really just about, to give you that little bit of information so that you can dig a bit deeper, watch the other videos we have on our website. The best thing you can do though is to contact us in whichever form you'd like to, if you'd like to know more information about it. Check out our website, see what wonderful deals we have available on this machine. It's priced really, really well, and I think one of the best value machines on the market, and it's a Brother, so you've got a great warranty on it, 5-year electronics computer warranty, 3-year mechanical warranty, super easy to use, beautiful big screen, whisper quiet in your home, and just has an incredible pedigree behind it. And of course, all the backup and support from Echidna Sewing, and we are always here to help you. So that's a little bit of info about the new Celeste CX1e, because there is also another Celeste coming soon too, which is the sewing only version. This is embroidery only, and there's also a sewing only version on its way as well, which is equally as exciting, and we'll let you know more about that when it actually gets here. So for now, that's all I wanted to share with you as a bit of an insight into this. Check out our website, and until next time, happy embroidering. Cheers.